Good morning. It's time for Comics and Coffee with Cliff. Oh, look at my Storm Cloud coffee this morning with gold, sugar, crystal, lightning bolts in honor of Aurora Monroe because I'm just feeling it today. We got a great guest today. We got Sam from the Council of Comics, and we'll be right back after this brief message. Good morning. Oh, look! Ronaldo's here, baby. Ronaldo's even here. Green Chicago. Good morning, madam. Good morning, JSS, who's now a moderator in both channels. A great job. Thank you, my friend. Matt from here. Yeah, you like the music? Good. And my beloved John's Comics with Kids. Good morning. Hello, folks. Hello. All right. Today's a big day. We got a big giveaway coming up. I hope everybody remembers. And oh my goodness, my DMs exploded all of a sudden. Oh my,
Clifford.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's like, people must be like, I don't know. People are talking. That's good. It's like, do you want to win these things or not? It's like Battle Beast is over here waiting for people. Shout out to Love for Comics, because that's who sent me these lovely Battle Beasts.
Nice.
So 3 are going in the members giveaway this morning, and 3 are going in the subscribers giveaway this morning. So we are going to have a great time with that. But first, Sam, for those who need to, I'm not a mature audience. Sure. Oh, Bleecker, you are, but you are.
Bleecker Street.
Assorted creamers it is. Ronaldo, can you win?
Ronaldo. Yeah, you win, Ronaldo. Come on, eh?
You know what, Ronaldo? I'll let you win, but if you win, one of the blind bags has to go into the next council giveaway. How's that?
Are you showing the coffee? Like, do I show my coffee?
You can show your coffee. It's not mandatory.
I can't. Okay. Here's my cup.
Right.
Cafe.
Cafe.
Cafe. In the head. Where did I put it? Oh.
Where's your cheese and crackers?
This is what I drink.
Instant coffee. Is that what I'm looking at?
Wait.
No, it goes in a coffee. It goes in a coffee maker. It goes in a coffee.
No. It is an instant. It is instant, but it's a natural. It's 100% natural barley, malted barley, chicory, rye, and nothing else. That's what it says right there. Nothing else. There's a reason, Clifford. I used to drink too much coffee. So much coffee that it made my blood pressure rise. So I had to switch. So those of you that are drinking a lot of coffee, it does have its effects. Caffeine is an actual drug. And this tastes just like coffee. But don't get it twisted. When I go to Puerto Rico,
you have real coffee.
And they don't have this, I'm drinking the regular Puerto Rican coffee, the whole thing.
I just want you to know that the views and statements made by my guests do not reflect the views of Comics and Coffee with Cliff.
Oh wait, I got cheese and crackers.
Very Puerto Rican, I love it.
I got cheese and crackers.
Zaz is awake in Australia just for us. Thank you.
All right.
And he makes it in a dirty Coke colander. Cody, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. I don't feel like did I properly advertise this morning?
Well, you threw up 9 a.m. It had me worried because I just woke up and I was like, oh.
I deleted that because I'm like, I'm not having any of that right now. I'm going to spread the word out. Let's go into all the chats.
For those of you wondering, did I have a long night? No, I just want to look cool.
I know. You could have done like Seabizzle. No glasses, no hat, all natural. Show everybody how young you looking out here.
This is promotional here. We're on a promotional tour here. I got to do extra for here. You know what I mean?
Oh my God! It's supposed to be council month. Do you know why I chose May as council month?
Why?
Because June is my anniversary with the council, but June is also June is really busy and traumatic for me. So I was like, we're gonna do May. We're just gonna get in there early. You know, just get it in early. You know, because June is my father's birthday, Father's Day, and the anniversary of his passing.
Right, is a big month.
So it is like too much for me. So I'm like, this is gonna be like the most chill month ever.
Yeah. My big worry is July, because my mother's birthday is on July 3rd, and this will be the first birthday without her. So yeah, I know.
And it's funny because like it's equal parts. It gets easier, and it never gets easier. And like you just can't explain that to people. It's just like once it happens to you, you know.
Yeah.
Like it shifts, it ebbs, and it flows. I mean, eventually, I think you get more in a place where you're happy to talk about the person and think about the person, and like, and that's the good thing, right? Like it just.
It's been like a few months.
Right, it's still very. You're still
very fresh. You know what I mean? It's still very fresh.
But the only nice thing I can tell you is that, you slowly. I mean, you have to let yourself get there, right? Like that's important too.
Yeah, and you have to let yourself grieve. You have to let yourself grieve.
Absolutely.
A lot of people we're older. We don't want to show emotion. We don't want to do this and that. But you have to let yourself grieve. It's like a pressure that builds up inside, and if you don't grieve, your body can hold so much pressure, and then if you don't let it go, it's pop, and then worse things happen.
Good morning to Kyle Rayner Reviews, our friend in Argentina. We're gonna do a crossover. He wants me on his show, and he said para un debate, and I'm like, do you really want
to debate? What are you going to debate?
I was like, what are we debating? I'm like, do you really want this, Rick? Can you just imagine me going off in Spanish?
Un debate. Okay.
I'm like,
okay.
I'll be having Google Translate up trying to help me like process.
They'll say a Spanish word that's part of like their culture, not ours, and be like, what? You'll think that he's calling you an ass or something? It's really
no. Because like
enduring term.
The thing is, my interpretation is good because when I hear it, if I know it, it's gonna click, right? So like 99 times out of 100, I do not have that problem, right? I was like, okay, I get what that means, right? But that one time out of 100, I'm like, Google, what does this mean? When do we win stuff? When I say you win stuff, I gotta make y'all suffer and give people a chance. Also in the chat, I put a small goal. I'll add something spicy to the subscriber chat. I'm sorry, subscriber chat. The subscriber win. Should we hit our morning goals? Comic Mike, good morning. All right. Also, while I'm here presenting, let me just share a quick screen from BCW. If you need BCW supplies, now is the time to get it, people. Get on it. Go click my link in the description if you want to help support the channel and use my discount code for BCW, which is Cliff Comics. And I use BCW, so I'm not here talking smack. I love them.
Clifford, when did you become a sponsor for BCW?
It's only been a couple weeks. So
really?
Yeah,
nice.
So you get 10% off on your purchases. Everybody wins, is happy. So please go head on over there. Show them the love. Get in there before these tariffs rip us apart. And they have all sorts of sizes, tertiary sizes, all that good stuff. Look at this.
Yeah, I watched you last night. You said you love the Silver Age books.
Mm-hmm.
I like those too. Those are my favorite, but they're too expensive.
But they're not, especially when you're saving 10% now with my promo code, which is in the description.
Well, what do you know?
Go get them in bulk. Also, I mean, it is expensive when you're ordering 1,000 at a time, but also at the same time, I'm like, just get it over with, you know? Just get it over with. Have your
because you're eventually, as a comic book collector, you're gonna go through those eventually, whether it takes months, years, whatever. You're eventually gonna go through them.
But you'll notice they do have the treasury bags, treasury resealable, print sleeves, resealable print sleeves. You know, they got it all. You know, I have way too many, yet still not enough women's soccer cards to start. Excellent. Oh, madam, thank you. Thank you. Try to get me to them super chats. Because I do have a couple cute things. Cute things here. All right. Yeah. Nope, that's cute. That's cuter. All right. I got a couple cute things. Good morning, Kingdom of Nerds. Oops, promo code is Cliff Comics. Yes, Lady F. Yes, that is the promo code. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Sam, for those who do not know you nearly as well as I do, your comic book origin story, sir.
My comic book origin story.
On which fateful day did the Union of the General Infantry Joes find you and recruit you to be codenamed the producer?
Well, Cleaver, it started when I was a boy. You mean like when I first started getting into comics, period?
Yeah, like when did you go, oh, I really want to read this and follow this?
Okay. I think I told this story before, but we'll tell it again. My mother was big into getting me to read books. She wanted me to read books at a young age. So she, you know, mother's is like, oh, I'm going to buy these things for him. She bought this like library of the greatest stories ever, like Tom Sawyer, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, big thing like that. And she's like, I'll give you $5 for every one you read, but you have to write a little page about, at the time, I didn't know my mom was a teacher, but she was a teacher at this time. She was using her teacher tactics on me.
Right, but you had, you're like, this is just smart.
Yeah. So I was like, bet. So I started reading, but the problem was, I don't know what it was, but I couldn't read the novels without getting a headache. I would get headaches, and I'd do it, I'd get the $5, and I'm just like, Mom. She's like, why haven't you done the next one? I was like, getting headaches on it. So give me a little bit. She's like, all right. So one day we go to Rite Aid in the now known as the Target Plaza, but back then was the Zayres and Ames Plaza. And we went into Rite Aid, and my mom went to get like, I don't know, a prescription or something. And I went to the magazine section, because I like going to the magazine section. And for the first time, I saw what we call now comic books. And I picked one up, and I looked in it, and I believe it was Avengers Annual, is it 14? Evolutionary War Avengers Annual.
Oh, yeah.
And it had the High Evolutionary on it, and he was holding the globe, and it had all the superheroes around. And what intrigued me about it was I knew about Marvel heroes, but I didn't know the lore. So I saw a gray Hulk, and I was like, why is the Hulk gray? I saw Captain America, who was he had the U.S. agent outfit on, and I was like, what is that? Why does Captain America look like that? And yes, there it is right there. And I was like, this is interesting. And I was like, Beast. I was like, I know Beast is part of like X-Men or something like that. I said, let me read this. And it was great. I loved it. But I also grabbed X-Men 242, which was an Inferno book, and G.I. Joe number, it was in the 60s or 70s. It's like either 65 or so, whatever one came out that month with those X-Men books. And I took it to my mother, And she's like, "What's this?" I was like, "These comic books." She's like, "Well, I don't know." I was like, "Look," and I open it up, and she sees the writing and the bubbles. I was like, "You can read this. It's got pictures, and I think I can read this and not get a headache." She's like, "All right." Little did she know the path she would begin to put me on, and it was a wrap after that. Every time we would go to Rite Aid, I'd get books. Walden Books in the Newburgh Mall had the spinner rack. And you know about the Lloyd spinner rack.
Well, yeah, because that's my comic book origin story.
Yeah.
Lloyd spinner rack.
Yeah. So, and then I was just buying, and then eventually saw what was Stonehenge Comics up there in that same plaza. Funny how everything begins in this plaza. And that was it. I just started being a collector from that point. I was hooked. I remember summers of just carrying my little short box around with me with my comic books in them and just reading them constantly. Like, I think I read X-Men 242 at least 50 times. You know what I mean? Just going through it, which I noticed they don't do anymore.
Yep.
I just read them now, and I'm wondering, why don't I remember like the stories like I used to? That's because I used to read them 50, 60 times over, and there weren't as many books. You know what I mean? I was getting maybe 5 books a month, maybe. Like Uncanny, X-Men, Amazing Spider-Man, G.I. Joe, and those are the main 3, but then like some other random books, which wasn't so bad. But now,
Carl nailed it. Them boxes get heavy.
Boxes get heavy. But I look back, I was adorable. I always had it everywhere. I had my comics. And I would lay them out on my parents' bed when they go to work in the summer because I'd be home. And then I'd put on like Return of the Jedi or something, and it'd just be like 3 hours of just going through comics and watching Star Wars.
When I started reading The Beast Was an Avenger, I had no idea he was an X-Man. Black Cat was Spider-Man's girlfriend. But Debbie Whitman wanted to be Peter Parker's girlfriend. Damn, talk about going back. Wolverine had not switched to his brown costume yet. Alpha Flight was a new concept. Iron Man Secret Wars. Secretary was Mrs. Arbogast, and Thor was about to stop being Don Blake. Anyhow, let's thank Madam and Old Wolf and Lady Fantastic and Jesus Brooklyn and Ronaldo.
Thank you.
Let's give them something for super chat goals. And in case anybody forgot, oh, sorry, wrong one. Here in Argentina, most comic book secret origin stories begin in a sort of flea market, Parque Rivadavia, where you could find used comic books. They were on racks on drugstores, or they weren't on racks or drugstores. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And now they're all buying trades down there because you can't afford regular comics.
Yeah.
You know? This is why Panini's making money. Printing that stuff. Good morning, Roscoe. Love you. We got to get Roscoe on Fill in the Blanks, baby. We got to get him there. Got to make that happen. Yes, definitely. More communication of men. Thank you, Lady Fantastic. Thank you. We have to support our Beefcake love. We have to. All right. We're caught up with the chat. All right. So, follow up. How did your love affair with the G.I. Joe begin?
My love affair with the G.I. Joe began by watching it on TV when the first cartoon came out. The first 5-part, I forget what it was. Something Darkness, or Cobra was trying to get these different things together, and create this thing around the world and stuff. And I just thought the animation was really cool. I thought that was really cool. And then that's why I grabbed it at the Rite Aid, because like G.I. Joe has a comic book too. And then I started reading the comic book, and the comic book pulled me in more than the show, because the comic book had more lore. It was completely different than the cartoon in the sense that it followed more of Snake Eyes was kind of like the main character, I thought.
In the comic.
In the comic, yeah, like he was like maybe 60% of the stories. And then, you have other shoot-offs and stuff, but it was very ninja lore about Snake Eyes, how he entered Storm Shadow's clan, and they were friends, and how he lost his face, and everything seemed to like build off of that. And Serpentor was a totally different like character. He was actually not an idiot like on the cartoon. He was actually a real like good leader. And Cobra Commander was, well, later in the cartoon they show Cobra Commander as being part of like Cobra La, but in the comic book he was a used car salesman that got tired of the world, and he started like a cult, and it turned into this big terrorist organization. He was just a regular guy. That was cool. And then I just went forward, man. I had to have G.I. Joe every month. I missed a whole bunch of back issues, so I would go into those pages. They were probably Mile High ads or something like that. Like, yep. Where you could order books and stuff, and you'd have to write in a piece of paper, I would like Uncanny X-Men number doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Or you phone them. You phone them.
I never thought to call them. I just thought to write them.
The first Mile High ad, it's in Man of Steel number 2. I see it. They have a big 50-cent sale. My mom called them, and she said, listen, I don't got time for this. Everything you have that starts with the word super, just send that. They're like, okay, ma'am, that's going to come out to like 56, blah, blah, blah. All right, send it. And this big ass double like wrapped box, and they were only plastic, no bags and boards. It was just plastic bag, no bag and board back then. And it had the New Adventures of Superboy, Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, Superman, Super Team Family, but literally everything that was on the 50-cent sale that began with the word super, they were like, all right, ma'am. And she was just like, just do it already. Just do it.
You must have lost your mind when that package came.
Oh, I did. I was reading forever, and I was so confused because I did not understand who the Legion of Superheroes were whatsoever. I'm like, who are these people? What is Superboy doing? And it took forever to arrive. Like, I don't, it's not like nowadays. It was like they had to like go, like write up your order, like put the bundle together. Like it wasn't like today where it's like chop, make it happen. Yeah. Internet. Back then it was like, all right, so it took a while. So by the time I actually got it, I had already read Superman number 8, right? And it was just fantastic. And I was just like, oh, these guys, they mean something. Good morning.
Oh,
good morning as well. Good morning. Sam, you look so serious. I told him this comic's some
promotion, my friend.
Yeah, we're supposed to be chilling. So it's supposed to be okay.
I am chilling.
I would play with it.
I'm very cool.
Right now, if I could. Look, even Canadian Survivalists is in the house. Welcome.
Believe it or not, this is my chill.
I'm doing my promotional work. I love the chancletas in the background that I'm assuming are Camarias.
Yes. Well, why would you assume such a thing? Yes, those are Camarias.
Lovely. Oh my gosh. All right. So it's so funny because I'm the one who's not ready for my first segment. Are you ready with a comic of the week?
Yes.
All right, then. Managing things on one screen is so tough. All right, here we go.
Okay. All right. I know you said one, but I got two. I just couldn't pick between two.
No, you know what? It's great that you have two because I have none, so it's good.
All right, yeah. The first one is Feral.
Ooh.
Feral 13. So, for those of you that don't know what Feral is, I'll ask you if you know Stray Dogs, which is kind of like a Don Bluth comic book horror, but involved dogs. Like dogs the characters were the dogs and you would follow them. This is a spin-off from it and it's called Feral. And what happens is that there's a rabies virus that starts infecting everyone, like kind of like a zombie virus. And the story follows these cats. They were like in a what are those, the cat catcher cars or something like that. Something goes wrong and they ended up getting out of it and they have to escape and try to go back home, what they think is back home, but they keep running into these like rabified animals. They're like, think of them like zombies, and then their story just goes and they pick up other cats along the way. This is issue 13 where they meet this character right here, and what it is that he found this dog when it was a puppy and he became kind of like its master, and so he rides on the back of the dog, and the dog loves like killing like rabified animals because it's kind of like their Hulk in a way. But this issue they've been building up and they found like a pet store and they're trying to figure out how to get into the pet store because there's rabified animals all around the pet store on the outside. So they're figuring out, okay, we got to climb this wire, go over top, and they have like these little baby kittens with them too, and their mother is really traumatized because she got her eye scratched out in one of the issues, and she's really traumatized about her babies. Like in the previous issue, the dog saved the little kittens, but he murdered like rabified animals. They had blood all over them. The kittens had blood all over them, and so the kittens come up like, "Mommy," she's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my kids. What's going on?" And this guy is like, no. He's like relax. He's like, he's eaten about like 100 of them, and he hasn't turned into no rabified thing. It's like they'll be fine. So they eventually make their way into the pet store through some death-defying like walking and all that. It's pretty cool. But once they get in the pet store, they're like, "Oh, this is like utopia. We got food now. We have everything. Let's go search out." But when they turn the corner, these cats with like these glowing, you know how cats have glowing eyes at night?
Yeah,
they have these glowing eyes looking at them, and they were like, "Oh, we thought nobody was here," and they were like, interesting. And it kind of ends with them like at a standoff and stuff. So this was really, really, really good if you like Walking Dead, Last of Us type stuff.
And if you love animals,
you love animals, it's really, really good. It's good. I like their interact because they react to the world like cats. Like they don't know certain things. You know what I mean? So they're like, "What's that?" Like, or they hear talking. When they hear talking from like a radio or TV, they think it's people like really like talking in that time. Like, it's real cool how they do it. And Fleece and Faulkner, beautiful job. And my other book of the week, I had to go back to Energon Universe, is Void Rivals 19 with the Sequoid right there. And this book, I think I have the other cover. Give me 1 second. And features Wreck-Gar.
Oh. From
Transformers the movie. And talks just like Wreck-Gar with that buy back your money now, all price guaranteed. He's talking like that because this guy was chopped in half in the last issue and we thought he was dead. But in this issue, we come to find out his species, when you do something like that, say you cut off an arm or stuff like that, they regrow into another Sequoid.
Oh.
And they keep their memories and just like that. So he gets split in two and becomes two Sequoids. And Wreck-Gar takes them to Junkion. And it's just a great issue with that. And then the Sequoids race, you come to find out there's like millions of them that have branched off of like one thing, and they have like a King Sequoia and all that, and it's just really, really cool. The Wreck-Gar stuff and the Junkion stuff. So that's my other book of the week right there.
Love it. Love it. Okay, we got. Hold on. You think you have the other cover from Green Shirt Guy? Random question from Velvet Joker. What is Peter David's bigger credit, Maestro or Young Justice?
Maestro's a big character. He's become a big character. I haven't read Young Justice that much.
Series.
Hmm?
Young Justice got a TV series.
I know. I never really read Young Justice. So, but I know Maestro has become a big character in the Marvel Universe as far as the future stuff. Have a great Saturday.
Yeah. Maestro comes, I don't know. That's a tough one. But I mean, like.
But Maestro had a movie.
Yeah, but Young Justice, you know, got 2 great seasons and then 2 more seasons squeezed out of it. Although I do like season 4.
I used to watch Young Justice, but then I faded off toward the last seasons or so. I guess because they waited so long for the seasons. How many seasons they have now? Just 4?
Just 4, because season 3 was part of DC Universe, which of course got absorbed into Max, and then season 4 was on HBO Max, which is called HBO Max again.
Young Justice was great.
Yeah. So, Young Justice was great. Season 3, there's a lot going on, but overall, I stand by the whole thing. Very good. Very, very good. All right. That brings us to our next magical segment. I'm not even like 100% sure which one I should even go with right now.
Now, this is a book you're excited to put in your collection.
Well, you know, it's just something that you're excited that you acquired for the collection. And this is not all of them, but there's a bunch of 1 in 10s from back in 2007 where the Justice Society and Justice League team up, and Phil Jimenez did all the 1 in 10. So I have the 2 JSA ones.
Oh.
And
nice.
of course, I look forward to getting all of them so I can have the big connecting. Covers.
Okay.
So yes, this is the Phil Jimenez Justice Society of America 5 and 6. Sorry.
Nice.
A little Starman action here, and Karate Kid is there too, and Wildfire in this one to let you know the Legion actually exists. Alrighty, sir.
My turn. Oh,
your turn.
You'll know what this is because when I got it, I was very happy because I didn't think I was going to get this for a while. But it's my G.I. Joe.
Yay!
6.5, issue number 21. First appearance of Storm Shadow, silent issue. I got this for my birthday from the council, everyone. I had just come back from my mother passing away and stuff like that. And the council just, were so loving family of mine. And they gifted me with this. And this is one of the books that I needed because I'm trying to collect the whole run. At least have it. I got a reprint of this so I can open up a reprint and read that. But I want to collect the whole run of Marvel G.I. Joe, continuing into the IDW G.I. Joe, and now the Skybound Image G.I. Joe. But this book means a lot to me because it represents a time in my life where I had sadness and joy, and it's just brings back a whole bunch of memories. And I remember when I saw it, I had to stop myself from tearing up. You know what I mean? Because, I show no emotion. But, I love this book very much. First appearance is Storm Shadow. It's the silent issue. And that was the first for like comics. I don't know if that was the first silent issue ever.
It is at least of
great.
Let's go for the Bronze Age, right?
Yeah. it was just a great book, and it kind of like started off the whole ninja thing, because before this, yeah, Snake Eyes was part of the G.I. Joe team, and you knew he was a commando and stuff. But this was kind of the issue that made the leap into like, oh, this is a little deeper, because they reveal Storm Shadow has a tattoo on his arm, Mr. Rashikage, and they're not saying anything to each other, but just the way it's drawn and the way Storm Shadow looks at Snake Eyes and the way they fight, like, you're like, oh, these two have a history. And this kind of like started off, and this is one of my favorite books. A 9.8 for this goes for big bucks.
Yes, I know, because we were shopping for it. It was kind of, we're like, we gotta find an affordable copy.
6.5, great.
I was like, so the selling factor was, because there was a lot of conversation. It was really funny. That if only we were recording that, you could have just like watch it later. But this final fact was, we're zooming in on it. It's like, does it look presentable? Does it look presentable?
It definitely is. I mean, it could have been a 3 or 2. I still would have been happy.
Look at this. We love you, bro, but we don't 9.8 love you. Yeah, that 9.8 love you. We love you 9.8. We couldn't afford to love you 9.8.
Yeah. And honestly, if you would have came with a 9.8, I'd have been like, all right, guys, what did you do?
That's all. You were like, my emotions.
I'd be like, all right, what'd you do to get this book? Because there's no way.
I mean, it wouldn't have been that impossible. Instead of it taking 4 days for us to figure it out, it would have taken us 4 months.
But no, I appreciate it. I love this book, and thank you, Clifford.
Look at that. But no, that's lovely. It's a lovely book, and it was a good time. But I just think it's so funny, because I just remember Anthony and I going back and forth, and I'm like, it's Storm Shadow's first appearance. He goes, but shouldn't we get him the silent issue? I'm like, it is the silent issue. And he's on the computer, and I'm on my phone, and it was great. It was really great.
You clearly don't know G.I. Joe, Anthony.
Oh, please. That was, in the meantime, I don't know G.I. Joe, and I'm like, I know what this is, And it was so funny too, because like at one point I was like, I don't know why he hasn't gotten one of these for himself. And it was like, I was having like this Oprah thing there. So I got my mom one of Oprah's books, and it's just anthologies of experiences she has with friends and family. And one that stood out to both me and my mom, and I love it, is it's her birthday. She flies with her friends to this beautiful island. They talk about one of her favorite meditation musicians for when she does yoga. And her friends find that this woman and her orchestra are 18 hours away, and they book her to fly in and perform for Oprah's birthday, right? And so Oprah is completely blown away and completely surprised. And so one of her best friends, not Gail, mind you, Gail's there, but it's not even Gail. It's another one of her best friends, turns to her and says, but Oprah, why didn't you just do this for yourself? And like that has always stood out to me because, and it reminds me, Sam, that you're such a good person because you're putting others before yourself. So like, it was very much that Oprah thing, like that she was really putting everyone else. She was making this a really beautiful birthday trip for her friends, even though it's her birthday, right? And they were like, you are Oprah. You totally could have booked whoever you wanted. And like, you did it. And so like for her in that moment, when with her conversation with that friend, she was like, I gotta know that like I needed to be reminded that I can take the bull by the horns and get things that I want for myself. Yeah,
I just have a tough time pulling the trigger on books for myself that cost like over $200 or
right. And but I got like you could have gotten not a 9.8, but you could get less.
Yeah, I could.
6. And I was like, but the funny thing is like when I'm telling Anthony and Ronaldo and Josh and Phil, like we're all going at this conversation, and I was like, I don't know why he hasn't done this for himself, but I'm like, I know he doesn't have this, and then that was it. That was the conversation. Just was me and Anthony arguing back and forth.
I got it now.
You do. But anyhow, but no, it's one of those things where, like, listen, I was super happy, but maybe it just reminded me you're such a loving person. You're always putting others before yourself. So, and we really want to give you something special because we love you.
Thank you, Clifford.
All right. I'm like, I don't want to get all emotional. We're supposed to be talking about comics.
What's comics without emotion, Clifford?
You know what? It is true, right? Because some of my favorite stories are connected to emotion. Oh, by the way, someone brought up Peter David, and Peter David's Supergirl is like my Peter David thing for me. Like, he wrote every issue of the series all the way until issue 80. This is issue 75, where he introduces the original Supergirl into this, and then Linda Danvers Supergirl realizes that she's gonna have to make some tough calls to get everything to happen, and she even replaces Kara Zor-El in the original universe, and she just tells everybody like how it is when she's there, and she has a kid with Superman, and the Spectre comes to her. And he's like, this was a valiant effort. She's like, okay, I'm ready to die. Like, what is it? Like, it's crisis. Let's go. And he goes, no. He's like, this was a valiant effort, but that's not your sacrifice to make. It must be her. And I have to take you home. And she goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. You are not taking me home. And he's like, I have to. Like, everything comes undone. She goes, even my daughter. Yeah, even your daughter. She goes, all right, fine. She's like, you take me home. I'm like, but you saved my daughter. Right? And so the Spectre says, okay, I'll save your daughter. And she goes back, she sees Kara Zor-El, bops her in the head, shoves her into her spaceship, lets the Spectre take her back to where she's supposed to be, so she lands and meets Superman and sacrifices herself during the crisis. And then Linda gets her visions of her daughter, who turns out to be the Supergirl that appeared in DC 1 Million. And so, like, her daughter is safe in a far off time and place. But she's alone, but she's alive and she's happy, right? So, like, that's like her consolation prize. And I was like, it was just such a sad ending, but I was like, my goodness, But, like, of course, essentially Spectre had to do that because, like, well, I can't have a kid between you and Superman just roaming around, So that's just my big share on this, because I always had like a special place for that run in my heart, and I always feel like after Peter David, everyone did that version of Supergirl dirty.
Well, how many versions of Supergirl are there?
There's the original, right? There's this Linda. There's the Matrix one. Then Matrix goes and fuses with Linda Danvers, and we get the Linda Danvers version. There's Power Girl, and of course there's the Kara Zor-El that we currently have. So really, I want to knock it down to 5 main Supergirls, and then if we start going into Elseworlds, we start having almost as many Supergirls.
It's infinite, huh?
I do love in the world where everyone is gender swapped. With the world of Superwoman, Batwoman, their Supergirl is Super Lad.
All right.
So great. All right. My next segment, because I love it so much, it's our time to shine with Cover Price. It's time for Rate It or Hate It. First up on the Cover Price retrospective from Marvel 1996 X-Men number 53. 4 years ago, the reappearance of Onslaught and the popularity of the X-Men 90s TV series got everyone all fired up for this, buying it in a $40 Raw, foolishly, and just all season. Now, part of the rules, you choose if we rate it or if we hate it. And if we rate it, it's a scale of 1 to 5. So what's it going to be?
Oh, you got to rate this. This is classic X-Men right here. In my opinion. And rating it, I would, from what, a 1 to 10 scale?
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yeah, 1 means it's for some. 1 is like, this is for somebody, maybe not for me. 5 mean like, this is a must. Everybody should have this.
I'll give it a 4.
4 is
I'll
good.
give it a 4. Oh, wow, it dropped from $40 to $8, huh?
Yes, where it belongs.
Why you don't like it?
Listen, I don't consider this classic X-Men the way I consider it childhood X-Men. You know?
I get what you're saying.
Like
it came after the big Jim Lee.
Like Chris Claremont defined the X-Men, like, and then I don't, and I know I'll get some hate from this, but I don't feel like anyone took a strong line on what the X-Men are until Hickman. And again, not a lot.
Hickman, yeah.
Like, people won't necessarily agree with what that means, but Hickman did present, this is the X-Men now, right? Yeah. And even if we don't love everything that happened, but I happen to love the Krakoa age, but even though we don't love everything that happened, that made a definition for X-Men. And that's it. I mean, really, it's like Stan Lee's version, the Chris Claremont era.
That's a long era of Chris Claremont, man.
Very long.
Oh, my goodness. What is it? It's from, what, 94 till... Till...
oh, my God. The Claremont...
90 or something like that?
Claremont era is like
200 issues. It's like 200 issues.
Yeah, but it's 77 to 94. I think it's the Claremont era.
Yeah. It's about 200 issues.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot.
And it's not just that. He was writing New Mutants as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't he writing X Factor too?
No, well, remember he would write some things.
Like
X Factor was mostly X Factor was mostly Louise Simonson.
Okay.
And she was the editor on New Mutants as well.
Yeah.
Onslaught was more important when it came out. It hardly gets referenced anymore. Onslaught's concept is making it bigger and heavier, but not necessarily relevant.
Yeah.
What the hell did I say? Relevant. I'm going to agree. I feel that way about Onslaught. That's why I'm giving this a 3. Like, it does mean something. I don't think it means $9.8, $265. I'll never think it means.
Oh, no, never that. But I do enjoy, like, the build up to this, though. Like, remember they were having these visions?
Well, no, I remember.
They were having visions about who betrayed the X-Men.
Yes.
Remember, and they thought it was Gambit.
Yep.
At one point.
And then Juggernaut got slapped all around, you know?
Yeah, and then the reveal was that it was Professor Xavier. Like, that was pretty big.
Oh, poor Professor Xavier. He's been crapped on so much.
Oh God, ever since then. Ever since then.
It's been downhill. It's been downhill.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break from the X-Men to go into number 9. Marvel Comic presents number 117. Oh my God, Cliff. This issue features the first meeting of Wolverine and Venom. And 4 years ago, some wild, crazy speculators assumed that these two would meet in a movie for some reason. Causing people to get all feverish for this book for no damn reason.
I don't know where they got that from.
Nope, don't know where they got that from.
I'm gonna rate it because of the art.
Sam Keith.
Sam Keith. And Sam Keith was great. He did the Max and stuff. But I'm only gonna give it like I give it a 2.
Yeah.
I give it a 2.
I am gonna follow. I'm gonna give it a 3 because I think it's really cool that we had Wolverine versus Venom. And I think that's a solid, team up.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first time Wolverine fights Sabretooth is a big deal. So this is like a big deal to me in that regard, but only at a 3. But listen to this, even with them, this book turned out to be a buster. Like, but here's holding out hope for Secret Wars. Like, stop it.
Oh, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
All right, number 8 from 4 years ago. Adam Wingard would be directing the film called Hardcore for Universal and Robert Kirkman. Don't know whatever happened there. But Hardcore number 1, second printing, comes in at number 8. Rate it or hate it?
Hate it. I don't know what it is.
I hate it too. Like, I'm sure it's Kirkman. I feel like it was a decent story, but just not for me. Not for me. I mean, like, this was a book that was based entirely on speculation. I hate when books come out and it's all about speculation.
Second print, $58.
Yeah, which means we'll be seeing first print later down the road.
Yeah.
There's an Onslaught Omnibus. If I can buy the entire story for the price of one issue, I'm gonna do that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because really, $268 is outrageous where you can get the omnibus for less.
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to Paulo, who's in Portugal, if I'm remembering correctly. All right, numbers. Portugal, yes. 4 years ago, speculation surrounding the upcoming Ironheart film series. It's Infamous Iron Man #1.
I'm gonna rate it. I love this book. I like the fact that Doom took over the Iron Man suit. I like that whole bit. The fact with now that it's somewhat coming true in the MCU, I'm gonna give this a 4 because I think this is a big moment in the Iron Man lore. And look, the Raws have gone up 31 and 9/8 though. Oof. Graded books in general are going down though. Graded books in general are dropping a lot because people are not trying to spend thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? They're like, why am I spending so much money on a why? Because they encased it in a case. You know?
Now, I enjoy getting the slabs. They're like a little tribute or trophy. I own what I can read. Like, I own 95% of everything behind me in a readable format, whether it's an omnibus, a trade paperback, or a reprint, or an actual raw copy. So like that's it. So for me, this is just like, woo! It's like my trophy series. Infamous Iron Man was a pretty great miniseries. I agree with it being a great miniseries. I still think there's too much hype. I did like this series. I'm going middle of the road with a 3.
Okay.
And speaking of the rumor mill, oh my God, 4 years ago, rumors about Captain America #4 fueled pricing. Yeah. Captain America #16. Crossbones is back. You know, numerous rumors about the daughter of the Red Skull, Sin, showing up. Obviously did not come to fruition. Do we rate it or hate it?
We're going to hate it because it just has no significance now. A $40 drop to an $8 drop.
That's $600 drop.
But still, it only dropped I thought that's at $583. It's $83.
No, $83. So
woo! I know.
I would give this a 1 because I love, like Kyle said, the Brewbreaker run is legendary.
Yes.
It's still Sin's first appearance.
True.
And that's it. So I'm giving it a 1 for that. All right, next up, we sweeten things up a little bit. Or do they become bitter? As we come to Bitterroot #13 by Sanford Green, the Beat Street variant. So I love me some Sanford Green. This one took off. People were buying this for $50 raw. But again, so it was for the cover. It was the homage variant to famous films. And of course, Sanford Green, which, you know, that's my reason that I would be trying to get this. So do we rate it?
Respect to Sanford Green, but I gotta hate this one. There's no reason for this book to ever have been $50. And even 139.8. The cover is not that great to me. And I love Sanford Green as an artist, you know what I mean? But there's no real other significance. So I get the Beat Street variant, but it's I still want to give it a 1. A for Sanford Green, B because you can pick it up for $5. And I guess I would buy it for $5, yeah.
Yeah, and Bitterroot has proven to be a very solid independent series. But that's it. I'm pushing for that 1. Next one is much more spicy and interesting. Seasons Beatings #1, the Marko Djurjevic variant from 2018 featuring Kang.
Oh God.
Good Lord.
Hate it.
Can Fever was alive and well in 2018.
Hate it. There's no, oh God, this is the super spec book, right? Like,
yeah.
Hate it. Like, there's nothing. It's a cool cover, but $45? $45? What's wrong with you guys? It's not even a 125, right?
Yeah, it's just one of the variants.
And now it's 2? Oh, hate it. Oh, I'm making my stomach turn right now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I do like that you could pick it up for $2.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna rate it. At #3, we're back to the Independence Image of 2014. In May of 2021, Witches was taken off, and of course, because it was optioned. The popularity of the series regularly fluctuating between hot and cold. Will this book ever be hot again?
That's why I'll rate it at a 1. Just I could see the Witches becoming a show and getting a little following if it ever really came to fruition.
I could see Witches becoming a show back when I heard of it in 2014. And even then, people were telling me that it was going to be optioned. And I'm so glad for all the people who got a paycheck for it being optioned, because it's lovely to get a check for an option and then nothing ever happens. Witches is so good. Jacques and Scott Snyder are a great team. Agreed. Seasons Beating, so some sort of weird seasonal one-shot anthology, and they expect people to desire it 6 months later.
Yeah.
You never know. So yes, rated or hated for Witches.
Oh, I said a 1.
Oh, 1. Yeah.
1. Yeah.
I'm going with a 2. I really love Jock. It's certainly one of the Scott Snyder things I enjoyed. I really like when he gets a little, when he's not bringing back Barbara or Batman's brother from the dead to be a villain, and or obscurity. I'm terrible. All right, next one is near and dear to me, but it's bad. Superman, the 10th.
Oh my goodness!
First appearance of Sir-El, who turns out to just be some girl that a version of Brainiac kidnapped to screw with Superman and say, "Hey, I'm your daughter."
When was this book ever $25?
In May of 2021, because COVID was serious. Serious.
No, hate it. Don't make me throw up right now. It's a 10-cent book. Not that 10-cent books shouldn't be worth money, but there's nothing about this book.
Well, it is the first appearance of Sir-El, and when the Flashpoint Supergirl was announced for the Ezra Miller movie with the dark hair, everyone turned to this version of her, and that's what caused it. But yeah, as much as the feelings I have, I'm just gonna hate it too, because it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't even know if I would pay $10 right now for this, but it's still Sir-El's first appearance, so there's all that. All right, and at #1, and it's such a sad #1, it's first printing of Hardcore #1.
Oh my God! Look at that drop. Woo!
Massive drop.
Hate it. Did they put this? Was he like one of the characters in the Invincible War, in the animated part?
I don't think so. Although he could have been, but I really don't think so.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I am not a tremendous fan of this.
I'm like, who paid $3 for this? Yeah.
All right. We're gonna start collecting comments. Hashtag Battle Beast for the subscriber giveaway, folks. This is your chance. This is your opportunity.
Cliff, I have some books to put in your thing.
Do you?
Yeah, I want to add some stuff to your giveaway.
All right, what do we got for the subscriber giveaway?
Oh, this is for the subscriber. You got 2 of them, right? What do you have?
I do.
All right, so I will split these up then. For the subscriber, I'm gonna give you 3 dope covers. I'm gonna give you the Poison Ivy cover, 22.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you 2 Nakayamas, Catwoman 64
I love this.
and Catwoman 65.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put that in the subscriber.
I love the Nakayama Catwoman. And I love that her space helmet has the cat shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like someone's like, we took the time just to do this for you. All right. And along with all that lovely stuff, you guys are going to get the 2 Battle Beast, this Ollie's pack,
Nice.
Daredevil 165, issues 2, 4, and 6 of the 1986 Outsider series. I know, I just went DC heavy. And of course, we need 4 more super chats. 4 more super chats. And I'm gonna get real Rob Fat Stacks with you folks and start digging through a box and getting crazy. Getting crazy with it.
It's insane.
Exactly. Can we do it, folks? Can we get there? Oh my goodness. Ooh, I got pretty little things over here. All right, so we'll. Oh, I should actually do a banner. Hashtag Battle Beast. There we go. And now back to us. All right. Go.
Hey, Cliff, can I say something before you start up? I just want to let people know out there. I want to let Joseph Michaels know this is going out. This is your giveaway from the Council of Comics.
Joseph
That's
Michaels.
ready to go. And Christina Payne! Bring the pain.
How did Christina Payne's box get so huge?
She's got the subscriber giveaway.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We may have to balance. We may have to do a more generous balancing act on.
I mean, the membership giveaway is wasn't too shabby. You got a figure in 25.
No, they're not. But
yeah.
I mean, like you clearly had back pain on the Christina one.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well deserved though. Well deserved. We love giving out the monthly giveaway.
Oh, look, we got it. We got another chat from Cody. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's do. Do I have any more thank you videos? Oh, I'll do a traditional.
I should get Kenny to make you a video.
You should. I don't know how. It's so funny because like I feel like he would be like, it's questionable, but then I also feel like I've seen your thirst traps at the gym. So like, where are we at on this?
Kenny is my 50-year-old God muscle man brother.
Yep, with an Adonis belt to match his Adonis attitude.
Yeah.
How did you get that video of me? Oh, aggressively relaxing. Is that what we're calling traditional now? Gotcha. It's just what I'm calling traditional. I don't know. All right. I am going to switch over to a couple shout outs. As soon as I remember how to do this. There we go. To last night's guest, John. Old Stuff is Cool. Go check out his channel. He's still only at 118 subscribers. Go give him some love. He's got shorts. He's got playlists. He's got videos. He's out there collecting and busting his butt. Go give him some love. Holy crap!
Oh my goodness!
Right. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, that's Australian money. So
no, that's Argentina money.
Argentina money. So what does that translate to?
That translates into.
Wait, I'll do it too.
No, I got it. I got it. So it's 9 cents to the dollar.
So it's about $10, right?
Yes, that's a $10 chat. Okay, I got real scared. Yeah,
that's like $10.
That's a good $10 chat. That's it. And you know what? And honestly, a $10 chat. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Right? Because it's yellow. I should have known because it was yellow. That should have been it. All right, let's give him another oldie but goodie. Gracias for super chats. All right, where are we on super chats? We're at 6 out of 10. How are we still at 6 out of 10? No, we're at 8 out of 10. My thing is not updating properly. Refresh.
Only 2 more, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more.
It's 2 more, everybody. Just 2. Also, I don't know if you've seen this new community leaderboard thing.
What do you mean?
This.
What is this?
So while we're live and people are chatting and donating, it's scoring up all sorts of experience points for them to show who the community leader is in the chat.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, yes.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes I get stuck on StreamYard. I forget that, there's things going on with the YouTube one, too.
Yeah, no, it's super annoying, but I love it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And of course, my other beloved friend, Spidey's Powdered Tumblers, who's been very generous to us over here, and especially with giving me stuff for future giveaways, so I'm very excited. Actually, some of this stuff made it into this giveaway. So, my God, Jose, you're the best. I love you.
I'm still drinking out of my G.I. Joe thermal that you got me.
Exactly. So
wonderful. Good. Clifford got us all these, what's the proper word for it? What are they called?
Tumblers.
Tumblers. But they're like they keep your drink cold or keep your drink warm. And he gave me a G.I. Joe one with Snake Eyes. That was lovely, lovely. I still use it to this day.
So good. Lost us somehow now. Yeah. And you know what's so funny? I'm just holding the tumbler for the sake of a tumbler. This one's not one of his. One of my coworkers.
Keep talking. I'll grab mine.
But I love them. And of course, I love his pet pig, Wilbur. You can even follow Wilbur on his own IG. It's that good. And and Jose's just got so many good things. Always doing a giveaway. You can find him on Spidey's Powdered Tumblers, all one word, on Instagram. Look at that gorgeous snake eyes.
All right. Dope. Very good.
Garflong made it. Good morning. All right. So we will run the subscribers one after Sam does his 5.
Oh, I have, Can I share the screen?
Oh, you got to share the screen. Yes, of course.
Well, yeah, because I have these books on the wall. They're tough to get down, so I just got the images of them.
You got it.
Share screen. Window. All right, so the first one. Of course, it's G.I. Joe. My theme are 80s cartoons that became comic books, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh,
80s
I like
cartoons that became comic books. Now, I wasn't into comic book collecting when this issue came out, so I had to go back and get it. And I got this issue now. I actually have the newsstand version of this. But how I got this issue, well, I got a couple versions of this issue. My first one was my first disastrous story of buying a CGC book ever when I came back into comics. And I was so gassed up that I got an 8.5 of a G.I. Joe #1 for $90. And I put the picture on Facebook or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, bro, that's a green label, right? It's like, I said, what? What do you mean green label? What does that mean? And then they broke it down, and I was like, oh, no. And when it finally came in, it had a ripped interior or whatever, blah, blah,
oh,
no. And I was just so disappointed because I thought I did so well. But the upswing is one day, I guess Anthony had gotten this issue in, and I was buying my books, and he puts a stack of G.I. Joe books in front of me, and right there on top was issue #1, newsstand. I go, what's this, Anthony? And he's like, do you want it? Anthony fashion, do you want it? I was like, you know I want it. The question is, how much am I gonna have to pay to get it? And he's like, he said a number to me, and I was like, you're kidding. And he's like, no. I was like, yes, please. And he's like, all right, it's yours. And I was like, oh, so I have a number one newsstand of this book, which is beautiful. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. The second one, of course, is Transformers #1. It started out as a 4-issue limited series, and then it ended up becoming an ongoing series. The gag was how at top it says 1 in a 4-issue limited series. When they got to issue 5, it said 5 in a 5-issue limited series. And they had that going for a little bit. But Transformers was really good. And again, just like the cartoon, the book was a little different. The book was a little deeper. It was written by Simon Furman. Simon Furman and Larry Hama kind of like ruled my childhood comic book days. And Simon Furman was the writer for Transformers. He wrote like Transformers UK. He was just like the Transformers guy. And Transformers was really, really good, and I enjoyed that as well. The third book is Masters of the Universe from DC. This is not the first appearance of He-Man. It is the first Masters of the Universe book. I was a big He-Man before G.I. Joe. I was big into He-Man. The cartoon, the toys, had all the sets, had Castle Grayskull. And I don't know, it's just that classic like toy for a young boy, like muscle guys, monsters, and all that, axe and swords, and I just loved it. And then it had a comic book, so I went back and found the comic book, which was pretty cool. You know, Masters of the Universe has a movie coming out on Netflix, I believe, next year.
God help us that it's a good one.
Yes, let's hope so. The Netflix part makes me a little worried, but maybe this is the movie that jumps them into another space. You know what I mean? We'll see. Next one up would be Thundercats #1. Love the Thundercats show. Marvel came out with a book, but under the Star Comics branding, which was the branding they used for, like, you know, properties and stuff that they would make comic books out of. You have to be very careful with this issue because the printings are very similar. Sometimes it depends on the coloring of Lion-O. It could be a dark Lion-O, it could be a light Lion-O, and that'll be the difference between that and it being a first or second or third printing. But love this book. Glad to have it. And the last one to complete it out would be Mask #1 from DC. And Mask was kind of like a mix of G.I. Joe and Transformers. It was from the same company. They even teased Mask in the latest G.I. Joe Energon universe, so that'll be coming along. And Mask was just really cool. They had cars that didn't transform into robots, but they transformed into like weapons and pretty cool stuff. And the cartoon was really, really cool. Matt Tracker right there. They gender bended Matt Tracker for the Energon universe, and I'm not angry about it. I thought it was pretty cool. But the truck was pretty cool. It was give you an Optimus Prime feel, but like with guns and all that other stuff. But yeah, so those are my 5, Clifford.
That is a phenomenal 5. And I am trying to produce a generous upgrade for our subscribers. So let's see how I did, folks. Something is Killing the Children #36.
Nice.
Something is Killing the Children #34. Is such
a great series. Such a great series.
The Ivan Tao Venomverse, Spider-Verse versus Venomverse #1.
Spider Prowler.
The foil detachable mask version of Battle Beast #1.
Nice.
Nightwing #122, the shirtless Babs version variant. Is this not spicy? I hope this is spicy. the Toxic Avenger pinup special, sealed with card. Woo! Captain Marvel, number 34, Archer cover. Spider-Woman, number 5, Archer cover. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, number 1, Archer cover.
Nice.
Ghost Rider Spirits of Vengeance, number 5. I forgot who did the cover, but I know that this is beloved. The Amazing Spider-Man 69, Marvel Rivals cover. Moon Knight, number 6, Marvel Rivals cover. Doctor Strange of Asgard, number 1, Marvel Rivals cover.
Nice.
Another Ollie's bag featuring Wolverine and Heroes Reborn.
Cool.
And Marvel Tales, number 4.
Oh, very nice.
All right, so is this spicy, John? Did I make it spicy? Is everyone in agreement?
It's hot.
Or do y'all want me to start over?
Hot.
Look at what the subscriber giveaway has turned into.
Hot.
My goodness, I'm gonna have to spruce up the other one just out of guilt.
See, Bizzle's in the house.
See Bizzle. He's like,
See, Bizzle, I'm sorry I said what I said about Bitterroot. I'm sorry. I take it back. I give it a 1.
Yep. The battle would be real. You're right. It goes back to a 1 very quickly. At least get to 1. All right. I'm going to throw 2 foils in to the members giveaway.
Oh, look, show you the 2 member books I got here for you. Of course, we were talking about her before. It's a Power Girl cover. And Steelworks, number 1, written by the voice of the guy who played Steel.
And also the man who played Worf on Star Trek The Next Generation.
Yes, and Worf. Yes.
Hashtag beefing with the producer. And I'm adding in oh my God, Batman. I already forgot the issue number. And this is Ultimate Black Panther 13. Both of them are foil editions. That'll go into the members giveaway. All right. It's time.
Are you ready out there, everyone?
I gotta get the prep re-going.
It's time to win your prizes. Make
It
sure
is.
you put your hashtag into the comment section.
That's right. Battle Beast, it is. Do that. Big. Anyhow, if you are a member, which now is an opportunity to become a member, you get to see my member videos and stuff, but also you get entered into a separate members giveaway. And for anyone, doing super chats or memberships to my channel, it's going to benefit my local food drive. So I really much appreciate it. Otherwise, you could just win this massive pile of books for the subscriber giveaway today. So thank you all very much for that. Alrighty. So, my good sir, while we give everyone a minute, help promote the Council of Comics.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again, Clifford, for allowing me to be on your lovely, lovely show. The Council of Comics is what we call the world's greatest comic book channel. Clifford's also part of that lovely Council of Comics, and he's part of that world's greatest comic book channel as well. We go live 3 to 4 times a week on Sundays at 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. We do film and box office news. We're actually doing training day this week where we'll watch the movie beforehand. And then on the show, we will talk about the movie, go over it, give it our our ratings, while also going over all the news and all the film, all the box office numbers from that week on Sundays at 2 p.m. Film Box Office News. Then on Monday nights at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, we do New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, where we go over all the new books that are coming out, all the hot new keys that are coming out. We also give you chances to win ducks in our giveaway. That's 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific on Mondays. And then on Wednesdays, we do the Council of Comics Live. It is our community hangout where we like to put the link to the studio in the chat. And you guys, as long as you put your camera on, that's the only requirement we have. And you don't get too spicy. We like to leave the spiciness for Cliff. You can come on the show and just hang out, and we just kick it on Wednesday nights, and we talk about things. We'll go over FOC and also give you chances to win ducks. Then every other Thursday at around 7 or 8 p.m. we do Fill in the Blanks with Green Shirt Guy and C Bizzle, and it's our drawing show. And what they do is they pick a character that they want to draw that week, and we get facts on those characters, history. We'll get their favorite covers on it, all while they're drawing on the blank covers those characters. So that's a great show. This past week we did G.I. Joe, which was lovely, amazing. The next Fill in the Blanks will be on June 12th, and that'll be featuring Brian LCS, and they'll be doing Brian's independent comic, The Doctor. So that should be real fun. And then plus we have other videos on the channel. I'll make the announcement here, Cliff, so people know, but we'll announce it on the channel. New Comic Book Day is going to take about a month off, but I will still be sharing the council's picks through Reels. I'm going to switch it up a little bit and putting up everybody's picks through individual Reels during that month, because it's kind of like the summer break for me. I need to get a grip on things, and I also want to come up with some new things for New Comic Book Day when it comes back. Want to film some new skits and everything, so that'll be taking a break for about a month, but all the lives will be the same. I'll be doing some more comic book pickups. I got like 4 or 5 pickups that I got to do. I got me some new equipment so I can do some overhead stuff for it, so that's pretty cool. We just reached 1,175 subscribers. We caught up to Cliff. Cliff was out like a bat out of hell over there. And it was like, oh, we gotta catch up to Cliff, but we're now even. So I like us that our channels are like that going. That
I'm at 1220, but thank you.
Oh, you jumped up? When did you jump up? Son of a. All right, we'll catch you again. That's all right.
You know, apparently a couple of these over here brought me a few boosts. And probably I'm sure I could blame Battle Beast for helping this. I'm absolutely positive to blame Battle Beast.
Help the fight. Go over to the Council of Comics and hit subscribe. Chasing him again. Just when I thought I was going to scratch his heel, he just sputters away again. But that's great. But I like that. I like how our channels are like growing. Like, remember when we didn't have anything? You know what I mean? Remember when we were in the hundreds?
I know. Mostly, and I tell people this often. I remember just talking to myself. Basically, I'm screaming into the void. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You know.
But now we're in that space, and it's cool. And we also have memberships over on our channel. There's 3 different ones, but I just recommend the first level just to get you into the membership giveaway. We have 2 giveaways. We have a subscriber giveaway that usually reaches about 40 to 50 books, maybe some toys. Thank you, JSS Brooklyn. And we have a membership giveaway that we try to get to like 20, 25 books. And, you know, we throw figures in there as well. So all you got to do to win a duck is be a subscriber and put a hashtag in the live shows. And if you win a duck that way, you'll be put in the subscriber giveaway. And for the membership, you just get a membership, and depending on which level that you get a certain amount of ducks. So if you do a membership level 1, you get a duck in the membership giveaway, and you get 2 ducks in the subscriber giveaway as well. So that's fun. And I just like to thank everybody for watching. Continue watching. I want to bring the channel to another level as far as production and doing different things. I think we had a fun first 3 years, and it's cute. Everybody liked it. It was fun, but I wanna raise it up the bar a little bit, because my dream eventually is to do a Council of Comics movie. I have the idea already in my head of what it should be, and I think it would be very, very funny and very, very great. But we'll see if we eventually get there. But I like to do long form skits and just get us into that space, because I think we do the comics very well. We do the lives. We've won a couple awards for the Comic Book Community Awards. We've done that. We'll probably win a couple this year.
A couple this you just putting. Don't jinx yourself.
But
we may win another one. Who knows?
We may. Voting begins very soon. But I just want to bring it up to another, and I want to elevate, because I feel like as a Council of Comics, we're in this space right now for the YouTube community. But if you hung around these guys, like I hang around these guys, you would know the potential for them to be worldwide. Like, come on, Phil, who's the greatest. Like, I've never met anyone like Phil, such a good person and just knowledgeable and just his character. We have Cliff. Come on, Cliff speaks for himself. Speaks for himself with Cliff. He's phenomenal. He should be a worldwide name. Green shirt guy, just the name alone and the way he is. And then Anthony, the shop owner, who's he's hilarious and funny, like just real life stuff. And then Steve and all the rest, and Josh and his family. Like, I see us as being this thing that could be watched by more than just the YouTube community and enjoyed. Not just like on a Big Bang Theory kind of way, as you know, not everybody that was into comic books was watching Big Bang Theory, but that show blew up, and just because of the characters itself. And I feel we have that same, even probably better potential as a group of people, and not even acting, just being ourselves. And that's my goal, and I hope to see that in the future.
I know. I too want to bring resting Cliff face to wider audiences.
Well,
all right, this is it. It's the final countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Oh, I might be. We may be shipping to Argentina. Oh no, Cliff. Oh no. All right.
That's a big old no.
I'll be like, all right, look. I was like, Kyle Rayner reviews. Vamos a esperar como 4 semanas. Oh my God, you forgot to mention C-Bizzle. What is happening?
I did. I mentioned everybody. I said everybody else. Of course, C-Bizzle. C-Bizzle was, he came on a little later in the council, but he's now a solidified entry into the Council of Comics. He has his own channel too, Couch and the Slouch with C-Bizzle. So make sure you go over there and check him out. We love C-Bizzle, and we're happy that he became part of the council.
You're welcome, Council. You're welcome.
But those, getting the C-Bizzle shots for the movie, we're going to have to go out to Texas and stuff.
That could be part of the freaking movie.
You're seeing it now. Yeah. Our movie is not going to be like super scripted. It's us in general. Just, throwing in plot points.
Thank you, Garth. Oh my God. So you're telling me it's going to end up being like one of those, oh my God, Johnny, what's his name? His show with the stupid stunts. Like Old Grandpa or Grandpa or whatever that movie was.
It'll still be in the movie sense.
Reality.
Yeah, it'll be slightly scripted, but it won't. I don't want it to be real. I don't know how to explain it. It's all up in here.
It's great.
It will entail us going on an adventure. Let's put it that way.
I can. It's going to be. The movie is definitely going to have to be R-rated because there's no way that me and Ronaldo are involved in a road trip movie scenario. And we don't look good. All right, everybody, this is it. Hashtag Battle Beast. 10, 9, 8.
What are you waiting for?
7.
Put that into
6,
the comment section. You only have 6 seconds left. Now you only have 4. You only have 3. You better type fast.
2.
Oh, here you go. Now you're too late.
I'm hitting draw.
Bleecker Street Comics.
I'm shipping to Canada, baby. I'm shipping to Canada. That means I'm gonna have to use UPS. to be safe. Because them people up there, they like to strike. Their post office likes to strike. All right, Bleecker, reach out to me through the DMs on Instagram I love it. I love it when you slip into my DMs, but slip into my DMs and give me the address for Canada. Oh my God. Bleecker wins the subscriber package. I hope he loves it. All right. That brings us to the Wheel of Names.
It's dying time, everybody.
These are all the members from this month. All you wonderful people, Rad Art and Comics, Chris, the Comic Vet, Couch and Slusher, Seabizzle, Anachronic Comics, Doctor Who's Comics from the Spiral Dimension, E-Man's World of Geek, Omnibo, Wellbore, Heroes for Hire Club, Matt, Spidey Spider Tumblers, 1063 Comics, James Everbull, Where'd You Get That, Big Lion Cat, Papa Wheelie, Matt Likes Comics, Hojo, DJ Links, Mad Spidey, Dr. Doom's Fan Club, Still Only 35C, Craft, Nerdy Geek, Legion of Comics, The Council of Comics, Gus's Comics and Cards, Easy Money, Mark Spector Comics, Brother John's Comics, Czars, Dragonfly Love, Boner Jams, Ian and Becca Comics, Collecting with Zers, Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics, Captain Underpants, Double O, John's Comics for Kids, Kelly and Jordan Squad, Black Spiders, and Old Wolf. And that's it. I don't think anyone new has joined. We're good. We're doing it. We're spinning. And go.
Who will win the membership giveaway, ladies and gentlemen? Please, no fighting. No fighting.
Oh, Collecting with
Durs.
Damn, boy. Woo. We're going to Ohio. Holy cow. I bet he's not going to expect that. And now he'll have even more. He'll have a few more Battle Beasts to work with. Lovely.
Congratulations, Durs.
Winners, May. Perfect. I'll save that. I got to send Durs something anyway, so this is good. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations to our winners. It was a wonderful time. Thank you, Saint, for being here. That was Cliff on Comics month with the Council of Comics. We'll do this again next May.
Sure.
I'll change the rules for all of you. All right, everybody. Love you, folks. And hey, next month I go to Heroes Con, so I should be able to pick up something really cool for next month's giveaway as well. All right. Thank you, everybody. Love you, folks. As Christina says, spread the love. Take care. Peace.